Good afternoon to our viewers. My name is Andy Lemofu. I'm coming to you live on NBC, live from Katitura, Grey's Block. And today we have a fully packed afternoon for you. 8 full bouts, and we expect fire as it was the case in the previous 2 days. Welcome to all our viewers, north, south, the east, to the place called Katitura After School Center in Grey's Block. Today we are going to have 8 bouts, and this is now the beginning of the semi-finals of the Region 5 Youth Games in boxing. And our first bout will be in the Flyweight division between Zama Ishmael against, in the red corner from Malawi, against Mogolodi Samuel from Botswana. And Mogolodi Samuel has actually progressed from the quarterfinals on the 8th, where he defeated Sithole Lihle of Eswatini on a 4-1 decision. So that is why now he is in the semi-finals, and Zama Ishmael was fortunate because he was by. So now they are going to be boxing it out in the semi-finals to see who is going forward to win either silver or gold in the finals. Then the second bout in the flyweight, again in the red corner, will be Pambeni Shon from Zimbabwe up against Moso Relishile from Lesotho. And then the third bout of the afternoon will be between Bebwa Dexter from Zambia against Moyo Crane from Zimbabwe. They will be fighting in the Bantamweight. Then the second bout in the Bantamweight category will be Wasile Richard from Malawi in the red corner against Mokitli Rabietswa of Lesotho. Then the fifth bout of the afternoon will be Moyo Mkelik from Zimbabwe against Meko Ayabonga from the Republic of South Africa. Then after that, in the featherweight, second bout in the featherweight will be Sneyman Mvokelelo from Lesotho up against Kafula Lawrence from Zambia. Then lightweight, later on, it will be Felemo Tetane, who was by before from Angola, against Mutamba Veras from Zambia. Then second last bout will be Palazzi Restelietswa from Lesotho up against Lucas Macmillion, who was by from Namibia. Then the last bout of the afternoon will be Mwape Keketo from Lesotho against Titus Mutewa from Namibia. So we are hoping that we are going to be bringing to you action, great action this afternoon from Katitura, Grey's Block at the After School Center. So as we are going to now going into the first bout, our judges of the first bout will be referee from Eswatini Sanele Sukata, and judge number 1 Tekesho Kwangari from Zimbabwe, and judge number 2 will be Mazibuko Anna from South Africa. Judge number 3 Darius Kambwe from Zambia. Judge number 4 Mkandawira Keti from Malawi, and judge number 5 will be Otamile Kopofrufu from Botswana. So once again, we welcome our viewers. We are live from Grey's Block, Katitura, at the After School Center. And here is the first boxer coming on. Welcome our viewers, and we hope that you are going to enjoy the very first bout of the afternoon. Zana Ishmael from Malawi, and then Mgolodi Samuel from Botswana. As we were saying, that Samuel got to this stage by going through in the quarterfinals against Sithole Lihle of Eswatini on a 4-1 decision. Now the boxer on your screen is coming from Botswana. The man I have just introduced him, Mgolodi Samuel. So that is what is going to happen in this afternoon. Well, my name is Andy Lemofu. I'm coming to you live from Katatura, but I've got my co-pilot.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Samuel Kweli. This is day 3 of the Region 5 Youth Games Boxing.
Well, we hope that this afternoon, once again, we will be bringing live action, full of action, the bouts this afternoon, as we did in the past 2 days. And this is the first semi-final of the Youth Games.
So today we are starting in the flyweight category, 58 kg. The first bout is between Zama Ishmael from Malawi and Mokolodi Samuel from Botswana in the blue corner.
Yes, and the man, Samuel, he is the man that has just progressed from the quarterfinals. He was up against Sitole Lihle of Eswatini, and he won on a 4-1. So Zama Ishmael was by. So we will see what he brings today.
Okay, I'll be with Samuel because I'm also Samuel.
So he's your namesake.
He's my namesake.
You will notice that today. Okay, as we begin round number 1. The referee has just finished giving them instructions, and here we go. Here we go, first round. Now our man Samuel is in the blue corner from Botswana. Malawi is pushing forward. It's pushing forward right in the beginning of this round. Let's see. They are still finding each other out. There's a right hand that landed there from Botswana. Malawi coming forward. Nice jab there coming from Malawi, pressing on in this first minute of the round. Those punches yet have not are not clear as such.
Yep.
At this stage, they are finding each other. Nice overarm right there coming from Botswana.
But Ishmael is the shorter boxer, but the punches are not really making any impact on Samuel.
Yes. Okay, the referee has just stopped there. Speaking to the technical delegate. Yeah, as we were saying, the beginning of this round, we saw that Botswana is coming forward, and indeed, he's taller than Malawi.
Ishmael,
Yes. So he needs to keep Malawi at a distance with long punches. As you could see there, those are the teammates of Malawi.
Ishmael is dancing.
Yes, he's dancing. Yes. So, okay, here we go. We restart again. They size each other up. Nice jab coming from Botswana.
Samuel,
that's a big left hand that landed there from Ishmael. He's turning orthodox southpaw.
Yes. And I don't know why is Ishmael's jab not fast. I mean, come on, you're the taller boxer. Just lock it in.
There we go. Nice. That was a good jab there. It's turned southpaw again.
You shouldn't let Ishmael come inside.
Exactly.
Just keep him at a distance.
Yes. Nice 1-2 coming from Botswana. Wild swings there, pushing him to the ropes. He should be jabbing more. Nice jab. As he was coming in, he was caught with a short left hook there. And here comes Botswana with a flurry of punches.
But I like the movement of Ishmael.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yes, and he's moving away from the strong hand of Samuel's. There we go. Samuel moving forward with punches there.
Samuel mustn't come. I don't know why is he trying to force the infight.
He should actually be using the jab more.
Yes,
exactly.
Now he's walking into punches.
Keep him at the end of your punches. He should be jabbing there. Nice right hand there coming from Botswana. Malawi should actually be moving forward. He's short.
He's short
And move with the jab, even if the jab is not catching, but keep him busy, keep him distracted. 1-2 coming from Botswana there. It's a bit scrappy a bit. There was a nice right hand there coming from Malawi there. He's pushing. It's still scrappy.
Still scrappy.
Yes,
Nothing.
no one has landed clean blows as
I don't
yet.
know why is Ishmael not going into the body.
Yes, he should be. You see now, he's turned southpaw just in front of the opponent there.
End of round one.
End of round one. He changed his stance just in front of his opponent, and Samuel made him to pay. As we can see there in the replay, that was the beginning of the round where Malawi was pushing forward, and indeed those punches were not as clean as we would have expected them to be. And they must understand that a winner here goes into the finals.
Yep.
So it should actually be that I want to get the gold. So once again, as you can see there on the replay, as Botswana, Malawi was coming forward, he comes forward, pushing the punches, but with no proper defense.
Nope.
Well, we welcome those that have just joined us. My name is Andy Lemofu, bringing you live action from Katitura at Grey's Block After School Center. Youth Region 5 Youth Games. Hashtag on the moment. Hashtag I am Region 5. Hashtag more than the games. Beginning of the second round now. Malawi is trying to push. He's trying to push the action. Nice left hand there. I so wish that he can just be composed. There we go. 2 punches there that landed as Botswana is against the ropes.
But the thing with Ishmael, I don't know, why is he walking?
You see, that has now
Very dangerous
resulted
walking to a
into
boxer.
the referee giving him a stand at count. Because Malawi is pushing his way into. And once again, I think something that we've been talking about is when you move backwards, don't move backwards in a straight line, because the flurry of those punches could have not landed had he given him angles to move outside.
Yep.
Bending him down there. Once again, pinned against the ropes. Botswana should be using that long jab there to keep Malawi away. Malawi dancing. And this is his first fight in the nice right hand there that landed. This is his first bout as he was by in the quarterfinals.
How lucky?
Very lucky, and he should actually be using that to his advantage.
Yep.
Because Mokolodi Samuel has actually had a bout, and this is his first bout. Nice right hand there coming from Samuel. Short left hook there.
Mr. Andile, the loser of this game, is he getting a bronze? Or?
Yes, he will be getting the bronze if he loses here in the semi-finals.
And the second bout is still here. Are they not going to fight each other? Then the winner gets a bronze.
They don't. You've got the first semi-final, then the second semi-final. So the one who loses in the first semi-final and the second semi-final, that is 2 bronze.
Oh, okay.
So then the winners of the first bout and the second bout will go into the finals.
Okay.
So that becomes a gold and silver.
Okay.
Yes. Nice jab there. Short jab coming from Malawi. I think both of them should actually be having that oomph to say, I want to go for gold. But at this stage, they are just cruising.
I don't know why is my namesake not using that jab. I'm really disappointed.
I think you didn't. That was wow. That was 2 punches that landed there flush on the face of Malawi. As we're coming to the end of the second round, Malawi is pressing on. 1-2 coming from Malawi to end the second round. So yeah, your namesake should actually be using that long reach to keep Malawi away. So there he got a standing 8 count because Malawi was pushing forward and he was guilty of moving backwards in a straight line instead of giving Malawi angles. There he landed a big straight right, holding there and pushing Malawi away, and there he got the attention of the referee. Almost at the end of the round, number 1, number 2, big right hand there that landed, and that was the end of the second round. Well, the third bout coming up, second bout of the afternoon coming up will be between Mpamba Nishon from Zimbabwe against Moso Rilehile from Lesotho.
I feel like Pambeni is going to be the champion in this weight category.
Who's that?
Pambeni Sean.
Yeah,
You remember him?
Yes, I remember him. Going forward, those arms, those punches falling short. Once again, they are missing. He's coming with a flurry of I'm definitely sure that the corner has said to him, you need to go forward. You need to finish this business now. Nice right hand. They're coming from Malawi. Botswana is guilty of holding within close quarters. Is guilty of holding within close quarters. Of course, that is one strategy as well to say, because Malawi is short, he has closed the distance.
Nice
he doesn't want him to go
nice
to the body.
Left hook.
That was a great left hook there. Now he's jumping into his opponent. He needs to start with the left, with the jab. Nice jab there. That's what he needs to do. That's what he needs to do. 1-2 coming from Botswana. Waiting there. And once again, Botswana going into a clinch. Nice short left hook there as they were coming outside.
So tonight we only have 9 bouts.
We have 8 bouts tonight. There is another bout there of a boxer that actually overweight. So it's gonna be 8 bouts. Nice flurry there. Nice flurry there. Some of those punches are missing, and some of those punches are falling behind the head of Malawi. Botswana at this stage has not found the range, and this is the last round, and he's still trying to find his range. Nice left there that came from Malawi. Nice left hand there that came from Malawi as well as Botswana was moving forward. Nice body there, level change. Nice level change there by Botswana.
I really don't know why is Samuel letting that guy come inside him.
Exactly. He should be keeping him away with the stiff jab. He should be keeping him away with the stiff jab. They are waiting there. Waiting again as Botswana is moving forward. Once again, he's clinching there. He's guilty of not putting him at the end of his punches. As a result, when he throws, those punches are falling behind his head. Sizing each other up. Right, overarm right there that fell short from Malawi. Malawi should be pressing on. He should be pressing on. Nice jab there. 1-2 coming from Botswana. Level change going to the body as well. Nice left hand there in that flurry of punches coming from Malawi. That is the end of round number 1. I mean, end of round number 3 and the end of the bout. Let's see who is going to the finals. Well, the second bout of the afternoon, as you can see the replay there. Nice jab coming from Botswana. But then Malawi countered with a short left hook there. Once again, those punches were not as clear as what we would have loved to see. Because your punches need to be very clear so that the judges do not doubt what you are doing as we await the results. Who are you giving this to?
Samuel.
Your namesake. Let's wait and see as to who is going to the finals.
And the winner, 3-2 decision, blue.
Yeah, well, your namesake made it. Golodi Samuel is going to the finals on a 3-2 points decision. Right, the second bout of the afternoon is in the flyweight category. Pambani Sean from Zimbabwe against Moso Rehelile from Lesotho. Pambani came to the finals up against Zulu Clermont. You will remember that fight. And he won there on a 3-2 split decision. And then Moso Rehelile was up against Delhi Pakwala, the local guy. And he went through on a 4-1 decision, points decision. So we are coming to you live from Katatura.
From Namibia, it's Angola.
Grace Block.
Judge 3,
Grace Block.
Digwell,
After school
Botswana.
center.
Judge 4,
We are bringing you live Region 5 Youth Games.
Judge 5,
Hashtag own the moment. Hashtag I am Region 5. And hashtag more than the games. As we are waiting for the boxers to come into the ring. Sean Mpambani, Pembani from Zim,
51,
and Moso Lehile
In the
from
red corner.
Lesotho.
from Zimbabwe, Panten Shaw.
There we go. That is Zimbabwe. Pambani Sean
In the blue
from
corner,
Zim in the red corner.
from Lesotho,
Then from
Moss
in the blue corner, Moso Rehile from Lesotho. Yeah, we will see. So you've predicted it right again, that your namesake has gone through.
And I'm worried about this guy. This guy is very strong. Pambani Sean.
Yeah, Sean. Yes,
Very
yes,
strong guy.
yes. Much as much as he won, Pambani Sean won on a 3-2 against Zambia. That was
a
Zulu
close
Clermont.
fight,
That
yes.
was a very close fight, and I think Zulu Clermont put on a telling, a gallant, so to say, a fight up against Pambani Sean. So we will see what happens. And Moso is coming here confident
bout
because
number
he won on a 4-1 decision
Bout
against the
number
local
29.
boxer.
Yeah, I remember. Yep,
Yes.
yep.
Yes.
Zimbabwe versus Lesotho.
We're waiting for Lesotho. So once again, we welcome our viewers. Those that have just joined us, welcome. We are bringing you live action from Katatura, Grace Block, After School Center. My name is Andy Lemofu.
My name is Samuel Kwedi.
Yes, and this is a Region 5 Youth Games. Hashtag own the moment. Hashtag I am Region 5 and hashtag more than the games. Yeah, we hope that our viewers out there are enjoying this live action. And as we were saying, this afternoon we have 8 bouts that will be coming live to north, to south, to east, to west of Namibia.
Pambani Shaw.
We're waiting for Sean.
Now, where is Moso Relachile?
We have a boxer
Yeah.
from the city,
We're waiting for Lesotho.
Moss Rela Hill.
Zimbabwe is already in the fight. In the ring. I don't know why the delay, because the boxers should be in the change room, warming up already and ready to come into the ring as soon as the other bout leaves the ring. But we are waiting on him. Moso Rihelile from Lesotho. Well, is this your first time to watch live action
Nope.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Here is Lesotho Moso Rihelile in the blue corner. They will be fighting in the 51 kg. And the winner here will be meeting up against Mgolodi Samuel. So we will see what transpires. As we're saying that Pambani Sean came to the semi-finals as he was facing Zulu Clement of Zambia, where he won in a 3-2 points decision. And Moso Rielile was fighting up against Deli Pakula from Namibia, where he won on a 4-1 decision. As the referee there is giving them as inspecting.
You see any knockout in this fight?
Well, let's put it this way: both of them fought very well in the quarterfinals. So we will see what actually happens now. We will see.
But Relechile is the taller boxer, eh?
Yes, he is
round
from Lesotho. As we start round number 1, and here we go. Southpaw versus Orthodox.
Today, Pambeni Sean is looking a bit calm.
Yes. Nice left hand there that came from Zimbabwe. Nice body blows there. Trying the 1-2 from a distance. He's going for the body. That's what he wants to do.
But Moso is also calm.
Yeah.
Moso is also calm and relaxed.
Nice and relaxed. You need to be composed.
But Mr. Andile, when these boxers enter the ring, do they go in with a game plan?
Surely they should be, because tactically the coaches or the assistant coaches should actually be watching the opponents as they are boxing. So when they go back to the village in the evening, they should actually be working on the strategy. They should be. They need that game plan into the ring. You can't say I'll face him in the ring simply because he is here in front of you without having watched him boxing. Nice short left hook there that came from
Moso
Lesotho.
is having a nice left hook. Eh?
Yes.
And he's countering.
But once again, he should actually be using his height advantage.
Yes.
We keep on crying about this one. We keep on calling this one because that is one tech that they should actually be or technique that they should be using. Fighting against a short boxer, fighting against a taller boxer, that should be drilled in the gym. They're sizing each other up in the first round. No jab is being thrown there. Jumping into his opponent there, which is a huge mistake because he can be caught with a huge blow as he's jumping forward. No clear blows at this stage. Nice jab there coming from Lesotho. Nice jab there followed by Zimbabwe, countering with a left hook. As you were saying, he should actually be using his jab. Yes,
and the guy is kind of open, Pambeni. If Moso could just use his jab, double jab.
Exactly.
And a left hook.
As you can see there, he's turned. He should actually be doing that. He should be doing that. 1-2, falling short there from Lesotho.
Well, if you see in their previous fights, these guys were a bit fast.
Yes.
A bit rough, but now they are more calm and relaxed.
Exactly.
It's
nice
more
left
like
hook there.
a chess game.
Yes, more than a chess game. Nice left there coming from Zimbabwe as we come to the end of round number 1. Yes. So, this round, your prediction?
It's a tie.
Is it a tie?
Yep.
Well, we'll see as we watch the replay there. There was a nice counter there coming from Zimbabwe, following his opponent there, trying to do level change, hitting the body. Lesotho is guilty of jumping into his opponent without throwing punches. Zimbabwe coming forward there. Nice jab there coming from Zimbabwe as we came to the end of the first round. Well, our third bout of the afternoon will be between Pembwa Dexter from Zambia up against Moyo Crane.
That's also an interesting fight.
That should be an interesting fight because both of them, if you remember, they won on a very close decision, 3-2, 3-2, so against their opponents. As we start round number 2 now, what I would have told them in the corner is to throw clean blows, clean, clear blows. That's what is needed now. And remember, a winner here goes directly into the finals.
So back at in the community, people were asking me, these games, the winners, the first, second, third place, do they get cash money, or is it only from their government?
Well, at this stage, no, there's no cash money. It is only the medal that you get, but that does not stop the various countries in giving them incentives. That does not stop them. But in Region 5, you are actually fighting and vying for your medal, gold, silver, and the bronze.
Okay.
Yes.
So probably if they go back home, their government will give them incentives.
They might, but I mean they are not forced, but they might, just as a way to encourage
them.
Yes, to encourage them. Yes,
Okay.
but it's not something stipulated that they can do.
Okay.
Yes.
And at the Olympics and Commonwealth?
Olympics and Commonwealth, some countries do incentivize their athletes. There you get large sums of money.
But Olympic itself, does it give, or Commonwealth?
The Olympics itself and the Commonwealth, not at this stage. Once again, you go there for a medal.
Okay.
Then your country can actually incentivize you.
Okay.
Yes. As we look now in the middle of this round number 2, Zimbabwe going forward. Lesotho, he wants to counter as Zimbabwe is coming in.
The Moso is having a nice left
Yes,
hook.
he's been cautioned there by the referee for hitting.
When he throws it, he must try and make a response with the right hand.
Exactly. It's coming forward. And you can see that, what Zimbabwe wants to do, he wants to counter as Lesotho is coming in. But once again, both of them have not landed clean and clear blows at this stage.
Nope.
Yeah, and that makes life difficult for the judges,
Yep.
because you need to have a clear and concise target hitting. They're still sizing each other out there. Nice left hand that came from Zimbabwe. Lesotho is dancing, saying, I've got more energy in my legs. I can dance the whole afternoon. Nice left hook there, coming from Lesotho. Sizing each other up. Nice left hook.
See, that left hook is
Yes,
catching.
it's catching.
But it needs a follow-up.
Yes, it needs a follow-up. But the reason why that left hook is catching Zimbabwe, he's guilty of when he's coming forward, he drops his right hand. So Lesotho can easily throw the left hook and catch him. Yeah, as we end round number 2 here.
So on the unofficial, who are you giving it to?
Well, at this stage, I would be saying it's balanced. It's balanced for me, and I'm definitely sure that even the judges are having a difficulty because both boxers have not thrown clear blows, as you can see there in the replay. That was a nice straight left coming from Zimbabwe. Lesotho, long left.
So the last round will tell it all.
Yes. This should be a humdinger to say that for me to go to the finals, this is what I need.
Yep.
Yes. I guess right now the coaches will be pushing them to say round number 3 must actually be a clear round so that the judges don't have a problem to score.
3 and last round.
This is the final round. In this flyweight, a second semi-final. In the red, coming from Zimbabwe, Pambani Sean. And in the blue corner, coming from Lesotho, Moso Rilehile. Start of the third and final round with Lesotho coming forward. Nice jab there in the midsection coming from Zimbabwe. He's holding his hands high. Lesotho dancing, changing now. He's trying to pin him in the ropes there.
That was the chance. Now he's letting the guy go out.
Yes,
Oh.
yes.
Where is that jab?
Leading there with the power punch, but no power put behind there. 1-2 coming from Lesotho as Zimbabwe is against the ropes there. Jab, 1-2 again coming from Lesotho in this round. Round number 3, last round. Changing the levels there. Punching to the body.
If
Nice.
only there was a decision that gave the boxers a draw, this could have been a draw.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we don't have a draw. We need to have a winner. Nice left hook there. It was a wild left hook coming from Lesotho. Zimbabwe following up. Nice. Again, that left hook is landing. Zimbabwe is guilty of keeping his right hand down as he's coming forward. That's why he's caught with that by that left hook as he's coming forward.
But if these guys are fighting like this, Molokoti Samuel might just steal the show.
Yeah, definitely. Judging from the way he was fighting earlier on, yes. We will see what happens in the finals. Lesotho throw the right hand there. Jab that fell short from Zimbabwe. Sean should actually be pressing on. Sean should be pressing on. Nice counter there. Nice counter there from Sean. Pressing on. But no clear punches. There was a nice right there that landed from Sean, leading with the right hand as a southpaw. He's changing there in front of the opponent. Referee's gonna break them. We say break and then one step back and then you fight.
If Pambeni can, if he can just try and continue giving more so pressure, he might walk away with his victory.
Exactly.
Yes.
Nice right hand there that landed as we are coming close to the end of the third round. Nice one. There was a nice counter there.
But he responded, yes.
There we go. End of round number 3.
So on the unofficial, I'll go with Mozo.
You will go with Mozo from Lesotho.
Yep.
Yeah, we will see.
Please be ready.
Right, the next bout, third bout of the afternoon will be between Gabriel Dexter and Moyo Crane. As we can see
I'm
there.
waiting for this guy. Featherweight. You remember him?
Yes.
That guy.
Yes. Yes. Nice.
That guy is
right
dangerous.
there. Yes. Nice right hand that went there, and then short left hook as they were closing off round number 3 and final round of their bout. That was the second semi-final in the flyweight division, 51 kgs.
The fights are flying so quick.
Yes.
I don't know why, but
Yes, yes. The referee inspecting the bandages there. Nice sportsmanship displayed, shown by the two guys.
The winner,
As we wait, there is
3-2 decision, blue.
yep.
3-2 blue. As we were saying, the bout could have gone either side.
Either side.
No telling blows per se, but I guess the judges were happy with Moso's exchange of blows. So they were happy with him. So
This guy
is
need to go
another
to. When
3-2.
is the final?
The finals will be on the 12th, which is Saturday, starting sharply at 2 o'clock.
This guy, Moso, is really going to be work hard because Samuel, this guy,
Yes.
the work rate is on another level.
Yes, so it means that now Samuel will be up against Moso Relihile from Lesotho.
That's a nice fight.
That will be a nice fight. We will see. That will be a nice fight. Right, while we are waiting now, the third bout of the afternoon in the Bantamweight division, 54 kilograms in the red corner. Pembwa Dexter from Zambia up against Moyo Crane from Zimbabwe. Well, we are coming to you live. We're welcoming once again our viewers who've just joined us. We're coming from Grace Block live in Katetura. at the After School Center.
Yep.
Region 5 Youth Games 2024. Own the moment. I'm Region 5 and more than the games. We've just seen there now in our screen, Pembwa Dexter from Zambia up against Moyo Crane from Zimbabwe.
Moyo Crane from Zimbabwe.
Yeah, this has been a great afternoon. And in some parts of Windhoek, other sporting codes or confeds are continuing with their sporting events. Judo at the showground, volleyball, netball, tennis is there, and down in Swakomon, there's athletics and swimming.
But even I realized this year's 2024 Youth Games is the first time they installed wrestling.
Not wrestling, karate.
There was also wrestling at showgrounds.
It might have that is judo.
That is judo.
That is judo.
Oh, I thought it's wrestling.
No, it's judo.
Oh, okay.
It's judo today. Yes.
And I think they should also install wrestling and rugby. I think,
it's judo. Right in the red corner from Zambia, it's Pembwa Dexter, and in the blue corner from Zimbabwe, it's Moyo Crane. Well, this time around, everybody wants to go for gold. Everybody wants to go for gold. Well, Pembwa Dexter fought in the quarterfinals. He was up against Licholo Kagiso from Botswana, where he won on a 3-2 points decision. And Moyo Crane was up against Pedro from Mozambique, and he won on a 3-2 as well. So it was balanced. So we will see how this one pans out between the two. The referee inspecting them. Now, what is interesting is, as you saw there, that the referee inspects the gum guard. In amateur boxing, your gum guard must not have a reddish color. The main reason for that is that when you bleed, the referee must be able to tell that there is mouth bleeding or not. So that is why it is important that you can use any color, but not any reddish color, so that the referee can be able. This is only done for the safety of the boxer.
Does this apply to the females as well?
To everybody.
Okay.
To everybody, starting from cadets, 13 years, 14 years, up until the elite. Okay. That is important. That is the rule. Here we go. Round number 1. Zambia in red and Zimbabwe in the blue. Both orthodox boxers. Zambia pressing on. They are studying each other in the beginning of this first round, trying to find a range. Nice right hand there that came from Zimbabwe. Very short right hand that came in as they were exchanging blows there. Nice jab coming from Zambia. 1-2 coming from Zambia as he's moving forward. Those punches are falling short. Once again, he's a bit far.
Nice one.
Yes, but the legs are wide open.
Too far.
Yes, that takes the sting from the right hand. That takes the sting away from the right hand. Finding each other, every one of them is nice there. As you see, Zambia is guilty of jumping in. You should actually open your way with the jab.
Yep.
Yes, nice sportsmanship there. Touching gloves. A flurry of punches there coming from Zambia. As he's moving forward, nice jab coming from Zambia. Right in the center of the ring. Who wants to be the king of the center of the ring?
Zambia is opening the stomach.
Yes.
I don't know why is Dexter not just giving a nice jab there.
Exactly. Sizing each other up. Nice short left hook as, from Zimbabwe. Try the right hand
And if you
there.
check at the two boxers' shoes, one is Adidas, one is Nike.
Exactly, exactly. It's a bit scrappy. It's a bit scrappy there. Moving, Zambia moving forward. Those legs are wide apart. 1-2 coming from Zambia as Zimbabwe is moving in. Nice 1-2. Those punches are not clean, but they are not clean. And as Zimbabwe there is being cautioned for pressing down, sizing each other up in the center of the ring. Zimbabwe moving out of trouble. Wild swings there coming from Zambia as he's moving forward. And he was holding there.
So there's a saying that boxer, protect yourself at all times.
Yes.
Does it apply to amateur boxing?
Boxer,
Boxers
protect yourself at all times. It applies to each and every boxer. You let go of your defense, you might kiss the floor. And kissing the floor is not easy. As you can see there in the
still
replay.
a scrap, ne?
Yes. As you can see there in the replay, they were busy sizing up. There was a nice shot right that landed flush on Zimbabwe and Zambia as he was coming forward. Zambia as he's coming forward, he's throwing wild swings. He's not throwing his punches in a straight direction. He's throwing them from outside as he's moving forward there. So we're now going for the second round. And the next bout will be between in the 57 kg, Moyo Mkelik from Zimbabwe against Meko Ayabongo from South Africa.
Second thought.
Going into the
Round
number two.
number 2.
Are we going to see another 3-2 decision here? Because there's no one clearly
Might
ahead
be
on points.
3-2, 3-1, 4-1. Because really the work rate of these two athletes are a bit slow.
Yes.
So let's see if they can
Put on a show in the second round. A flurry of punches there coming from Zambia. Dexter from Zambia. Nice shot right hand there coming from Zimbabwe. Crane. Jab that fell short. Nice flurry there from Zambia as he's moving forward. Holding.
Still scrappy for me, Mr. Andile.
It is still scrappy, but I think Zambia wants to make a case in this round. I think he's coming forward with an intent. But I want to see that jab landing. Step in with the jab. Missing there with the right hand. Scrappy, scrappy, scrappy. Nice jab there coming from Zambia. You see, both of the boxers, if you are looking now there, as they are standing in front of each other, they are both guilty of being flat-footed. Okay, so being flat-footed, it means that your power foot, which is now the hand that carries your power, that leg, which we call the power foot, should actually be a heel up to keep your balance. If you look at them there, both of them,
they're just flat.
Exactly, flat-footed. And as they are moving forward, what happens is they lose their boxing stance and they lose their boxing base. So now, once you lose your boxing base or your boxing stance, the way you throw your punches will not be accurate. Zambia being cautioned there by the referee. Sizing up in the center of the ring. No one has a nice jab there coming from Zambia, which fell short.
Nice right hand.
As he was coming in, there was a nice short left hook that counter from Zimbabwe. But he's pushing his punches more than throwing them. Once again, there are no clear blows coming from either boxer.
boxers.
Yes. Holding there in the center of the ring. Now the referee would caution, because if he says stop, it means that you must take one step back and then box. Okay, so we could see that Zambia there didn't take
But I
one
think
step back.
since round one,
Pushing.
Moyo,
Moyo, yes.
no, Dexter
Yes.
has been the busier boxer.
He has been a busier
Even though
boxer.
the punches are not reaching the target
And not clear.
and not clear,
Yes.
he's been the busier boxer.
Yes. Second time, when the referee says a break, you need to take one step back. End of round number 2.
So someone, when I went home, was asking me, where did boxing start?
Well,
Interesting
want me-
question.
you want
Maybe
me-
I
you
know
want
he's
me now
listening.
to scratch my head?
I know he's listening, but where did it start actually?
The following boxers.
It started with the Greeks.
With the Greeks.
Yes.
Because is it the Greeks are the ones that also introduced the Olympics, right?
Yes. It started there. If my memory serves me correct, I think it started with the Greeks.
I am Bonga from South Africa.
You want me to scratch my head this afternoon? I'm not selling my age away.
So like in South Africa, Mr. Andile, which provinces are good at boxing?
Well,
All the 9 or
I don't want to say it is actually my
Second
province, but Eastern Cape has been the home of boxing.
okay.
It has been the home of boxing. It came from the era of the likes of Happy Boy Mgaji, who was the hero of Mdantsane, and all the up and comings were taking over from him.
Okay.
Now we've had champions, Welcome Nita, IBF Featherweight, followed by Vianney Bungu, who managed to defend his title 13 times.
Wow.
So he is the man that is holding the record.
Is he still alive?
He's still alive and he's still active in boxing, and he's still behind the youth development. And of course, before him, it was Brian Mitchell. Brian Mitchell defended his title 12 times. So, yeah, they are there. And we've had great former champions as well.
Was
World
Brian
champions.
Mitchell? There was one guy. I was young back then. I think it's a bull. It's a white guy.
Yes.
When he used to come in the ring with different colors, purple, pink. But I think it was a flyweight bantam. If you went for
Yeah.
super bantam going down, what was his name? What guy? He was a very
I can't remember.
many colors.
With
purple,
many colors.
pink, yeah.
I will think as we go back to the action in round 3. Once again, Zambia there pressing the action. Wild swings coming from Zambia as he's moving out. Well, once again, round 3, and we don't have clear punches from either boxer. Once again, being a caution there for moving, for not taking a step back after the referee has said break. Scrappy there on the ropes. Well, Zambia has been pressing on, and Zimbabwe is also guilty of not throwing clean blows as Zambia is coming forward. I would like our youngsters out there to look at right now when Zimbabwe was moving backwards. It's moving backwards in a straight line like there. It's moving backwards in a straight line. Give your opponent angles, right hand that
Today
landed.
We are seeing a different Moyo clean.
Yes, from
Was
his
last
bout
time.
yesterday. Yes, from his bout yesterday. Zambia pressing on, and Moyo is guilty of staying on the ropes. Long punches are catching him as he's moving forward. He tried the uppercuts there, right uppercuts there. Holding on. I won't be saying he's holding on for dear life. At this stage, being cautioned there for using an open glove. 10 seconds now left in the third round. Scrappy there. Zimbabwe holding on.
And
Wow.
round 3.
He said goodbye with
Goodbye.
a long left hand there. You can see there in the corner.
So on the
Zambia is
unofficial,
No, I'll go with Zambia.
me too.
I think much as the punches were not clear, but he was the one that was busy than Zimbabwe. Well, the next bout will be between Moyo Kelik from Zimbabwe up against Meko Ayabonga from South Africa.
Yeah.
And I could see that Dexter went straight into the corner in high spirits, thinking that he's got the nod from the judges.
Yep.
We will see as we await for the results.
So the next bout is between
It will be between Moyo and Meko from South Africa. 4-1 decision. There we go. 4-1 winner there, Zambia. Bebwa Dexter going into the finals up against between Wasil. Well, he will be going up against Wasil because Lesotho Moketli has overweight, so he's out of context, out of the competition rather now. So now we are going to bout number 5. Moyo Kelik from Zimbabwe up against Meko Ayabonga from South Africa. As you can hear, South Africa behind us, they are singing already, encouraging their boxer. Well, let's welcome our viewers once again. For those that have just joined us, we're bringing you live action. NBC is bringing you live action from Grey's Block in Katatura in the After School Center. Region 5 Youth Games 2024, and this is nothing else but boxing. When you talk about boxing, big people start to shiver, but it is a safe sport.
very safe. This fight is going to be a nice fight.
Which one?
Moyo and Ayabonga. That's a nice fight.
Yeah. In other words, you're predicting Ayabonga to be going through from South Africa.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're our closest neighbors.
They say don't count your chickens before your eggs are hatched.
But I can see the results already. Sorry.
That is on your screen there. Going to come into the ring will be in the red corner, Moyo from Zimbabwe. As you can see him there in the screen.
That boy Moyo is a good boxer.
Yes.
We know Ayabonga is the taller boxer,
He's
but
the taller
if
boxer.
Moyo can just be close.
Yes. Well, I must. There comes South Africa, being ushered by our volunteers. They have done an incredible job throughout these games, not in boxing alone, but throughout these games. We say thank you to them for having done such an incredible job. Exposure to them in these youth games, but they have done a great job. Look at our ring girl there.
No, this is going to be a game of chess for Moyo.
Yes.
He's a technical boxer.
Yes.
Very technical.
Yes. And Moyo is here because he won against Pedro of Mozambique on a 3-2. And which was very close. And no, my mistake. Moyo went up against Lebokwang Tlatambo from Botswana, and he won on a 5-0. And Meko Ayabonga was up against Mabunda Fernando Sarmento of Mozambique, and he also won on a 5-0. So we will see now as to how they will shape up in this round. The referee there, Shanganani from Botswana, inspecting the boxers. From in the red corner, it's Zimbabwe. Moyo
Maybe do you
Kelik.
think Ayabonga might drop Moyo?
Well, I don't know. We will see. As they are given instructions there in the middle of the round. Here we go. Round number 1. between Zimbabwe in the red corner and South Africa in the blue corner. Meko going forward with the jab. Nice jab to the midsection. Sizing each other up. Nice jab, nice 1-2. That fell short from South Africa. And Zimbabwe countered there. Left hook that missed as Moyo, his referee ruled it a slip.
No, it is a slip.
It is a slip, yeah. The referee ruled it a slip. It's not a knockdown. Meko coming forward. Much more composed.
This is a nice fight.
Yes. Nice jab there coming from Meko. Short left hook.
I
Nice
think Moyo
jab
should
again.
just give his jab.
Yes.
Nice one in the stomach.
Yes, nice one in the stomach. Nice left hook there. Uppercut rather. Straight right coming from South Africa. Jab, that fell short from Moyo. Nice jab coming from South Africa. He's trying to do a level change.
Yep.
I like it. Nice jab there coming. Very long jab coming from South Africa. Very long. He's using his height advantage. Pressing on. Nice uppercut to the body. South Africa pressing on. Meko Ayabonga. Wild swings there coming from Moyo. Wild swing coming from Moyo there. Nice straight right that came from Ayabonga. Nice straight right. Once again, 1-2 coming from Ayabonga. Pressing on for DL. He's pressing on. He's pressing on. And he's putting more power behind those punches.
But Mr. Andel, how do these guys eat and maintain their weight? I mean, do they eat small portions of food?
Look,
Two boiled eggs?
Look, what needs to happen is, you know you're coming to Namibia for the youth games. So when do you start your training camp? Okay, because there is something that we call periodization, where you do your general training, your specific training, your polishing, and then the competition. But right through that periodization or training camp, you need to make sure that you maintain your weight. Your weight has to go down gradually, like a flight going down to land. So it has to be like that. You need to balance your training as well as what you eat. You feed yourself with carbs, you feed yourself with proteins. So you need to be able to maintain your weight. As we were saying earlier on, as we are watching now the action in the round one, a boxer that overweighs here, it means that you came here, fought for the first time, and the second time you won, and then you relax, you eat. We check your weights on daily basis. We check your weights on daily basis. So it is important that you maintain your weight. As we look in the action there, where the referee ruled that the slip, and Meko was coming forward, throwing punches. He was throwing bombs there in the first round. Short left hook.
He won this round.
Yes. Nice level change there. 2 body punches that went there as we ended round number 1. So it is very, very important that, you know what? Any sport teaches you discipline, right? But boxing teaches you more discipline. Because if you know you are hungry, you need, back in the days when we were boxing at school and so, you used to steal. When you steal food, when you steal water, it shows clearly on the scale.
Okay, let's go for round 2.
Here comes round number 2. Nice jab there coming from South Africa.
Whoa,
nice
whoa.
body punch. Here comes Meko again, moving forward. I like that jab to the midsection. I like that jab to the...
And one thing people don't understand about boxing, it's not really about years, it's about the weight categories.
Exactly.
You find someone is 20 and is maybe 60 kgs.
Yes.
And his opponent is 27.
Yes.
And it's also 60 kgs.
Exactly.
So it's not really about years.
Yes.
It's just the weight categories.
Yes.
It's all.
Moyo is pressing forward. Moyo is pressing forward. And I think as Zimbabwe, Meko is pressing forward. Moyo, I think he feels the power of Meko. Oh, nice body blows. Straight right going to the top. Nice body blow again. The referee is cautioning there of pushing. Asking Zimbabwe's head to go up. Moyo is going forward again. Straight right. That missed. Nice body blows once again. I like level change. Ooh, what a big left hook there. That missed. Body again, going to the body.
These guys, okay, this fight is better than the first one of the South African.
Yes.
He really improved.
Exactly.
Because the first time it was just, I give you, you give me.
Exactly.
But now it's something different.
Exactly. Meko going to the body again. I think Moyo is feeling that power to that body. A referee giving Moyo a standing 8 count. He's giving him a standing 8 count. So
when the referee is giving a 8 count, do the judges +1?
Now, what is happening is, with the standing 8 count, it has got no impact on your points. It is just a question of the referee. Wow. The fight has been stopped. The fight has been stopped.
Before the fight, sir?
Yeah. The referee has stopped the fight. Yeah, you said so. This is RSC going towards Meko Ayabonga from South Africa. So it means that he's going forward.
But, Mr. Andile, how do the Cubans do it? What is their secret? Especially when it comes to Olympic. They are always number 1.
Look.
With the most gold.
Look.
What is their secret?
Look, the Cubans, number 1, they don't turn professional. And they've got 2 schools. This junior school and the senior school. And for them, boxing is number 1. And they've got great coaches. I mean,
former boxers.
Former boxers.
Former Olympic champions.
Former Olympic champions. Felix Savon, that coach. As we see the results there, Meko Ayabonga winning there on an RSC in the second round. So they've got great coaches. I mean, I was there in 2011 and I met the likes of Professor Sagara, who was back in the days their top coach. Cubans have done so well in the Olympics. I took a team to the Olympics in 2004 in Greece. Cuba was number 1. 2012 in London, again. But slowly, the East Bloc countries like your Kazakhstan, your Uzbekistan, your Ukraine, came back slowly. As a result, in nowadays, you don't see Cuba dominating anymore. But yeah, they are the best. They've been there. Now we're going into bout number 6 between Sneyman, your man, Sneyman Vokelelo from Lesotho, up against Kapula Lawrence from Zambia. Well, once again, let's welcome our viewers out there as we are going into the 8th bout of the afternoon, coming to you live through NBC. And these are Region 5 Youth Games 2024. Hashtag own the moment. Hashtag I am Region 5. And hashtag more than the games. Thank you to NBC. Thank you to NBC for bringing up the live action to our viewers out there.
And if you don't have TV, you can check live on YouTube.
Yes.
They're also live on YouTube.
Yes.
Boxer from Zambia.
Kafula Lawrence. Sneyman Vokelelo, Lesotho.
This is a nice fight.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope so. Now, Mvokelelo Sneyman was up against Banda Chufunda from Malawi, and he won on a 3-1. So the viewers out there might be asking, what is a 3-1? So if your opponent has received a warning, so that is why he won on a 3-1. And Kafula was up against Vilakazi Siboniso of Eswatini, and he won on a 5-0. So let's see if Kafula will be able to show us
That's bout
what he's
number
made of
3.
in this
57
bout.
kg.
Lesotho in the red corner. Sneyman Mvokalelo up against Kafula Lawrence of Zambia.
This is a very nice fight. Eh? All of these guys are technical.
Yes.
You remember the previous fight? So only 3 more bouts, then we are done.
3 more bouts, then we are done.
Wow, so quick and early. Eh? So quick and early.
Well,
So tomorrow we still have other semi-finals.
tomorrow it's going to be the other semi-finals, yes. Where we'll be having 9 bouts as well. The referee giving them instructions.
Round 1.
This is the featherweight, second semi-final. Sneyman, Lesotho. Lawrence Kafula, Zambia.
Lawrence is also a good boxer. Eh?
Yes. Zambia going to the body there. Jab coming from Lesotho. Double jab coming from Lesotho. Didn't make a mark. Jab coming from Zambia. Jab coming from Zambia once again. 1-2 coming from Lesotho. Power behind those punches. Nice head movement there by Zambia. Jab coming from Lesotho. 1-2 coming from Lesotho again. Jab coming from Zambia. Jab coming from Zambia. Lesotho is watching.
This is like the previous fight of the South African and the guy from
Zimbabwe.
From Zimbabwe. It's a
Yes,
very nice fight.
It is, it is.
Very nice fight.
Nice overarm right there. That fell short. Wow. Big right hand that missed from Zambia. 1-2 coming from Lesotho.
Sneyman.
Sneyman. Boxing nicely on the back foot. Boxing nicely on the back foot. Zambia
Lovely
pressing on.
left hook
Yes.
from Sneyman.
Yes. Wild right hand that comes from Zambia. Sizing each other up. Nice left hand going into the midsection. Nice jab there coming from Lesotho. 1-2 coming from Lesotho that missed. Jab coming from Lesotho. Sizing each other up. Nice right hand to the midsection from Zambia. Level change there. Wow, pressing on with the straight left. Nice exchange of blows there. Sizing each other up.
This is lovely.
Nice overarm.
Nope, nothing. It's a slip.
No, it's a slip. The referee has ruled it a slip.
Sneyman. Sneyman.
Sneyman there being cautioned for pushing.
But I mean, like the likes of Sneyman, I mean, this weather for them is nothing. I mean, in their country, there's snow.
Exactly.
So this is nothing. It's a walk in the park for them.
I must say the weather has been beautiful to us. It has been very fair. Yes, in the evenings you get cold, but from days in the morning you get cold. But the boxers, most of the boxers, as we can see them boxing today and yesterday, it means that they were able to make weight. So at least the weather has been very, very fair to us.
I believe also in some parts of South Africa there's also snow, right?
Yes, some parts of South Africa,
Okay.
going towards the Western Cape, up to the Eastern Cape, and then the Free State, as well as some parts of Gauteng as well. Yes, that is the end of
But
it.
like these boxers from Russia, how do they cut weight in that cold weather?
Look, go to Ireland.
Yeah, or Ireland.
Go to England.
Yes.
In summer, you'll find that temperature is around 15 degrees.
Whoa.
At 18 degrees, they go to the beach and swim. For them, that is summer, you know. So if you grow up in that environment,
You get used
countries
to it.
like Finland, countries like Poland, it's very cold. Countries
serve.
like Kazakhstan, they're high altitude, so you've
Second
got
serve.
snow all the time. So they grow up in that environment and they know it. As we begin round number 2. Sneyman Mvokelelo from
Round
Lesotho.
2. So the round 1 unofficial, who do you give it to? Tai?
Well, no, I think Mvokelelo Sneyman did very well.
He did.
Yeah, in my unofficial scorecard, I think he did very well to win round number 1. Caution from the referee. Sneyman from Lesotho in the red corner, and Lawrence Kafula from Zambia in the blue corner. Once again, Zambia pushing forward. Nice jab there that came from Zambia. Nice counter from Lesotho. 1-2 coming from Lesotho. 1-2 coming from Lesotho and Zambia. Dancing. Lesotho is dancing. Punching nicely as he's moving backwards. Nice
You
right
know
hand
what
there
he's
that-
doing? He's cutting the ring.
He's cutting the ring, yes.
Cutting the ring
He's cutting-
cleverly.
Exactly. 1-2 coming from Lesotho. Right hand there that fell short from Zambia. Zambia pressing on now. I'm sure they realized that Lesotho won the first round. If you still remember, Zambia did the same thing. He came from behind.
Yes.
Yes. I think for some reason or the other, he needs to strategize, especially the first round. Yesterday, he came from behind, especially the first round. And then right now, you can see that he's pushing more forward. He's pushing forward. So those are the guys that warm up late and warm up as the rounds are going up. Nice jab there coming from Zambia as he's pushing forward. Wow, overarm there that missed from Zambia. You see, what Sneyman now should be doing as he's moving, he should actually be moving towards the side which Zambia is jabbing.
Yes.
Because now he's moving to the danger punch.
He's moving into
just
the
like
target.
that. Yes, he's moving to the danger punch there. And as you can see
Lovely
that
left hook from
yes,
Sneyman.
yes, a wild
Supposed to counter that punch.
exactly. That was a wild overarm right there. He should actually be moving to the other side, towards his right hand, because now Zambia is watching him as he's moving out towards the right hand side. He will be caught with that big right hand coming from Zambia. As you can
But
see
he's
that.
still doing good.
Yeah, he's still doing good.
Two
I like the
hooks
fact
at the same time.
Yes, I like the fact that he can be able to throw punches as he's moving forward. I mean backwards. As you could see there, he landed a nice right hand there. But I like what Zambia is doing, because if you are a man who knows that you have lost the first round, second round you need to press on. Press on with your punches.
Because I think Sneyman knows he's in front with points.
Exactly.
He's relaxed.
Yes.
And I want him, if he uses that left hook, he must bring in his right hand.
Exactly.
He must make a quick follow-up.
Yes, he needs that. I think the pressure from Zambia is taking its toll on him. As you could see there, he actually tried to grasp each and every piece of air that he could get in the ring. That was the end of the second round. As you can see, it's there on the replay. Nice jab there coming from Zambia.
Someone was asking me outside, apparently, why are the amateur tournaments or rings bigger than the ones of professional?
Well, we have rings as per the Olympic rule.
As per
the Olympic rule.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we've got that as per the Olympic rule. Because everything that we do is governed by the rules of the game. So from here, we will be going into the second or third last bout between Felemo Tetane from Angola, who will be fighting for the first time, up against Mutambo Veras of Zambia. Yeah, Veras yesterday won on a 5-0 decision up against.
This Namibian here, Lukes McMillian. Is this his real name?
That is his name.
McMillian.
McMillian. Yes, McMillian.
Really?
Yes. He will be making millions in the ring. As we start.
Wow, McMillian.
McMillian.
Oh my God.
Yes. As we start round
What a
number 3.
name.
Yeah, it's a great one, eh? There we go, start of round number 3. So, second round, Zambia was pressing on. Now, Lesotho should understand that maybe
The guy is
Zambia
working easy.
won.
I don't know why is the Zambia not saying covering this side.
Yes,
Because that hook has been catching ever since.
exactly. You know what? I think Lesotho is battling with the pressure, is
Yes.
battling with the high rate, work rate of Zambia. Zambia has not shot 1-2 coming from Zambia once again as Lesotho is moving backwards. That was a low blow there, and the referee saw it, a caution to say that don't hit below the belt. Nice jab there coming from Zambia. Both of them landed jabs there. Nice jab coming from Lesotho. He's throwing those punches from far. Do you think at this stage that Lesotho is confident?
Too much confident. He believes he's not really in
Yes.
deep under pressure.
Yes,
Because he's calm. He knows he's forward.
exactly.
He's scoring points.
Yes. But I would like to see him not on the back foot. I would like him to convince the judges. Nice jab there coming from Zambia. Sizing up, Zambia coming forward. Nice jab there as Lesotho was moving backwards. Nice movement. But you don't have to clown. Right?
Well, he's the Nassim of the evening.
Whoa. Yeah, that was one boxer, eh?
It's Nassim and Roy Jones. Those guys used to clown.
Yes, but even worse, Nassim. Well, he did that up against Marco Antonio Barrera. And my word, he was punished.
He did not see it coming.
No, he didn't see it coming. Marco Antonio Barrera was still at his peak at that
Yes,
time.
yep,
Yeah,
yep.
he was. Zambia still pressing on. Lesotho trying to keep him away with the jab, but he's just throwing one jab, and he's not throwing both hands at all. Nice jab there. 1-2 came from Lesotho. Punches that missed. Double jab coming from Zambia. End of round number 3.
On the unofficial, Mr. Andile, who is taking it?
Well, for me, on my unofficial scorecard, it will be Zambia.
The following boxers.
As you can see there in the replay. Okay. Zambia there was cautioned for a low blow. He came forward. For me, he was much more
From
active.
Zambia. Please be ready.
Lesotho threw one or so punch, moving backwards, but
It was very accurate.
yes, Zambia was more active. As we will await the results of this bout, featherweight 57 kg between Snyman from
And the
Lesotho
winner
and Lawrence.
4-1
4-1.
decision.
Red.
4-1 red. So the decision going to Lesotho.
Snake demand.
I guess they were impressed with his movement.
Yep.
And as we said, he was throwing punches as he was moving backwards. Right, next bout now in the lightweight division, 60 kgs. In the red corner from Angola, Felimo Tetane. And in the blue corner from Zambia, Mutambo Veras.
But I've been checking the last Commonwealth. India improved there. I've never seen them as boxers really.
Why are you following me?
More of cricket.
Look.
They really improved. I don't know how, but they.
I went to India to conduct international coaches course, and at one stage I said the amount of money they pour towards the development of boxing, the amount of effort they are giving to boxing.
Boxers,
Immediately
red
that
corner.
happened, the landscape of
From
amateur
Angola.
boxing in India changed.
Tetane.
Both males and females. Here comes,
This is his first fight, right?
yeah, this is his first fight.
Boxer in the red.
Here comes
From
Angola, Felimo
Felimo
Tetane,
Tetane.
Angola,
Make million.
Boxer in the blue corner.
against Mutambo
Mutambo
Vedas
Vance
from
from
Zambia.
Zambia.
Mutambo Vedas fought in the quarterfinals against Sejeso Kerative from Keratile from Botswana, and he won on a 5-0 decision. So let's see how he's going to put up a nice game against Angola, who's fighting for the first time, and he was by, so that's why he went straight into the semifinals in this lightweight division. Well, let's welcome our viewers who've just joined us
Yep.
out there. My name is Andy Lemofu,
My name is Samuel Kwedi.
and we are coming to you live from Grace Block in Katatura at the school, after school center.
Yep.
We are bringing you live action, and this is a Region 5 Youth Games. Hashtag own the moment, hashtag armed Region 5, and hashtag more than the games. Now this is Angola versus Zambia.
That is the
So yeah,
lightweight, 60 kg
the landscape
on
of
number
amateur
10.
boxing has
Foul.
changed in the world.
Yeah, it really did. It really did. Especially
It has changed.
India shocked me.
It has changed. Ah, well, as I was saying, they are focusing more on boxing, and it's working. It's paying dividends. It's paying dividends.
Because we only know them in cricket and in the IT sector now, boxing.
Why do you count South Africa out?
Plus South Africa.
Yes.
Plus South Africa. In
Exactly.
Africa. Okay, in Africa, I only know South Africa.
Do you have rugby?
Here.
Yes.
Yes, but we never won a World Cup match, so but we always qualify. We always qualify, but we never win. I don't know why.
Round one.
But one day will be one day.
I think let's get back to boxing. Round number one.
Please.
Angola in the red corner versus Zambia in the blue corner. Nice jab there. A very tall guy from Angola. Felimo Tetane from Angola in the red corner, and Mutamba Ferras from Zambia in the blue corner. Tall guy, and he should use his jab to keep his opponent away. Wow, left hook there coming from Angola. Jab coming from Angola, doubling the jab there. Jab coming from Zambia that missed. Short jab coming from Angola, missed. Nice jab again. I like that jab. He should actually step inside, put more power on that jab.
The Zambian can drop this guy if he just put one right in the stomach there.
Exactly. Nice left hook there coming from Zambia that landed on the gloves of Angola. Jab, 1-2. Angola was trying to land there with a 1-2. Nice head movement by Angola. Zambia moving forward. Long arms there as Zambia was moving
This
out.
guy can use his height there.
Yes, as Zambia was moving out there, he was caught with a straight left there. A jab that turned into a straight left. Nice jab again, coming from Angola. That one fell short. 1-2.
That does just need one proper right hand.
Yes.
Just one.
Yes.
Trust me, that man from Rwanda will go
Ah,
down.
there was the right hand that missed, a huge right hand that missed there.
But he should place it with a jab.
Yes.
You know?
Punching from outside is Angola. Nice jab coming from Angola. Nice level change there by Angola. Going to the midsection. Sizing each other up in the center of the ring. 1-2 coming from Angola. Nice jab. I like that jab because I like that jab. He's keeping Zambia away. Nice right hand there that landed. Dancing forward.
These are the kind of tall boxers I like.
Yeah, the right hand
You
there
know
that
what you are
landed.
doing, and you are using your height and your long arms
Yes,
as an advantage
exactly.
towards your opponent.
Yes, there was a nice counter there that came from Zambia as Angola was pressing on. Nice jab coming from Zambia once again. Angola is guilty of punching from outside, much as he's got long arms, but he has not kept his distance at this stage. Zambia pressing on. End of round number one. I think Angola kept him nicely outside the range and with those long arms. As you can see in the replay there, nice left hook there that came from Zambia. Angola moving backwards. Jab on 1-2. Great head movement there by Zambia. Wow, wild swing there by Zambia. Nice jab. 1-2 coming from Angola. He was much more active in this round.
He was.
Yeah, he was much more active in this round. I don't know what the corners are telling them, but I guess what Zambia should do is not to box on a back foot. He should actually be going forward.
And he should be closer.
So let's meet in the center of the ring.
Round number 2.
As we start round number 2 there, as you can see, the teammates of Zimbabwe. Round number 2. Level change by Zambia. Nice jab coming from Angola. Wild swing there coming from Angola. Left hook, wild left hook that came from Angola. Jab. Nice jab once again, doubled the jab. Wow! He missed with that big right uppercut. Wow, that was a good jab as Zambia was coming forward. Jab again by Angola. 1-2, that fell short. He's throwing those punches from a distance, so they will not make any mark and they will fall short all the time.
I want Vedas to come a bit
Nice
closer.
jab there. Yes.
Vedas must come a bit closer.
Yes. Flurry of punches there from Zambia. 1-2. Nice head movement by Zambia. You saw that right hand coming from a distance. Jab by Zambia. I like him in the second round.
Yep.
I like him in the second round because he's not moving backwards quite the same as he was doing in the first round. And I'm sure the coaches urged him to go forward. Nice jab coming from Angola again. Wild swings. Nice jab coming from Zambia at a short distance. Level change. Wild swings by both boxers. Jab again by Angola. Jab falling short. But as you are saying, Angola should be jabbing more and more. Put more power behind your jab. One, two, missing. Missing again. Angola. Zambia going forward. Missing again with wild swings there. It's being scrappy now in this round number 2. No clear blows as Angola landed there. A big right as Zambia was going down. A nice exchange there. 1-2 coming from Angola. Uppercut. He's trying the uppercuts. He's trying to hit the body. Nice short left hook coming from. Nice right uppercut. It landed there on Zambia.
Nice body shot.
Yes.
So
nice
Mr.
body shot.
Angele, when the participating countries, the ministerial came, I was expecting to see Mr. Gaeton McKenzie. What? Was he here? I don't think so.
I have not seen him yet in the games, but the games are still here.
I was really looking forward to seeing him. He's another vibe.
Yeah, very active.
Very active.
Very active. Very active.
I also like the way he professionalized professional boxing
Yes.
in South Africa. It's
Yes.
a good thing.
Yes.
So-
But once again, I do compliment the Ministry of Sport in Namibia
Yep.
for having been behind these games. A great support coming from their side.
From day one.
And indeed, it's making a huge impact. It's
Yep.
making a huge impact. We're going to third and final round now. Felimo Tetane from Angola and Mutamba Ferras from Zambia in the blue corner. Third and final round. Jab from Angola. I would like him to do, wow, that was a big right hand there coming from Zambia. I would like him to use that jab. Put more power
Frequently.
behind. Put more power behind that jab. Double jab by Zambia as he's moving forward. Straight right coming from Zambia. Jab that fell short from Angola. 1-2. Great head movement there by Zambia to avoid those punches coming from Angola. Sizing each other up. Jab coming from Zambia. Jab coming from Angola. Shot uppercut. Shot. Nice body punches there. Two uppercuts to the body by Angola. He's pressing on. 1-2 coming from Angola, focusing on the midsection. Jab that fell short from Angola. Nice counter there by Zambia as Angola was moving forward.
But it
body
looks
blow.
like Vedas is worn out.
Yes, yes.
It looks like he's a bit worn out.
Yes. 1-2 coming from Angola. I think Veras is now enjoying himself here in this last round. He's hitting and the blows, is actually putting more power behind those blows.
Yep.
Nice jab there coming from Angola, Veras. Sizing each other up in the third and final
the
round.
Angolan fans are saying he must be the head. Cabeça is a head in
Yes.
Portuguese.
Yes. Scrape it there as Zambia is pushing forward with the jab. Angola against the ropes.
I think they're all tired, eh?
Yes, of course. The pace is very high. Angola going forward. Jab to the midsection and followed by the right hand. There we go again. 1-2. 1-2 coming from Angola as he's pressing on. Nice jab again.
That
That jab is beautiful. That jab is beautiful. Jab again as he's moving forward. Comes back Zambia with 1-2. That fell on the cloud. Wow. Right hand that fell. 1-2 coming from Angola. Once again. 1-2 coming from Angola again. Nice jab.
My
Finish
friend,
off that
Mr.
volley
Andele, this Tetane from Angola can use his height.
Yes, he can
No
use
doubt,
his height.
really.
No doubt, no doubt. Especially in this round, third and final round. There we go, end of round number 3. I think much as Angola for me, his pace lowered a bit in the second round, but he came back strongly in the third round. As we can see the replay there, that was a good counter by Zambia with a straight right. Nice body blows there coming from Angola as he was moving backwards. Nice jab there. Overarm right that missed. And Zambia threw a straight right to say goodbye as we await for the results. Well, the next bout will be between Palazzi Reatselisetswe from Lesotho. You remember this man? 3-2 decision. Red. 3-2 red. I guess the judges saw what we saw At least he was the man that was active. So
Lukes Macmillan, ladies and gentlemen.
yes,
Macmillan.
Macmillan.
His surname is Macmillan.
Yes.
Listen to me carefully. Macmillan.
From Zimbabwe.
Second last bout now of the evening in the 60 lightweight category, 60 kgs. Lesotho, represented by Palazzi Retsile Sitswe in the red corner, and in the blue corner from Namibia, Lucas Macmillan, who was by. And Palazzi yesterday won against Gumbi Kelvin of Eswatini on a 5-0 decision.
Isando from Angola. Judge 5. Otonelli from Botswana.
Well, I'm sure our viewers are enjoying what we are giving to them. This is the second last bout now of the evening. 8 bouts that we saw. This is the first semi-final. Tomorrow at 5 o'clock we'll be back here with live action in the second semi-finals. As you can see on your screen there, that is Lesotho, Palazzi.
I remember this guy.
Yes,
He can also use his height.
yes. He won against Kelvin
Yes,
from
yesterday.
of
Last night.
Eswatini, 5-0, yes. He is the one in the red corner. Well, thus far, the bouts have been going on very well. And there's been action. This has been an action-packed afternoon from Grace Block in Katetura After School Center.
Macmillan, ladies and gentlemen. Macmillan.
Here comes the Macmillan, being cheered by the local crowd. I'm happy to say that the hall is packed again today.
Yep,
That's
it
good.
is, it is.
That's good for our boxers. This is good for boxing. It's really good for boxing. Palazzi in the red corner from Lesotho, and Macmillan from Namibia, the local lad, who was by in the quarterfinals. Now he's fighting here for the first time. We will see what happens.
Macmillan, ladies and gentlemen. Macmillan.
Yeah.
I mean, he can use his surname as a brand. He can. Macmillan. He will make a ton of money.
Yeah. Final instructions from the corner there. Lesotho against Namibia. Lesotho in the red corner and Namibia in the blue corner. As you can see, the fans, the youngsters supporting boxing, and behind Macmillan. Referee giving them the final instructions. No holding, no punches below the belt. And you must listen all the time and shake hands. And here we go. Round number 1. Macmillan, southpaw. Both of them are southpaws. Yes. Nice jab there coming from Lesotho. Sizing each other in the center of the ring. That was a nice counter from Lesotho, but it missed. It fell short. Being scrappy there in the corner. Referee cautioning Macmillan. Break and you take one step back. Nice straight left there. That
Macmillan needs to be a bit closer.
yes, he needs to be a little bit closer. Jab coming from Lesotho. It fell short. Wild right hook there coming from Namibia. Fell short. Nice jab there coming from Lesotho. Nice left hook there. Sneaky left hook that landed flush on the chin of Lesotho. One, two coming from Macmillan. And Lesotho, that is not right. Bouncing like that
But,
with your shoulder.
Falazzi, I don't know why he's not using this long jab.
He should actually be keeping him away. Holding there. Both boxers. The referee will caution them. One step back if I say break. Straight left. They're coming from Macmillan.
Yep.
It was a straight left that was thrown from a distance, carrying no power.
But Falazzi, he just needs to start with a jab.
Yes.
Test the guy with a jab.
Yes, yes. Palazzi through the jab there. Punching from the distance, both of them. You see, when Macmillan is throwing that straight left, he is bending. As a result, he is losing power in throwing that straight left. Jab that fell short from Lesotho. I would like to see Macmillan going forward. I would like to see him as they exchange the volley of punches there. Nothing making a mark. Nothing making a mark.
We can see Falazzi is clinching there.
Yes. The referee should look as to when Macmillan is bouncing there. His shoulder is actually going into the chin of Lesotho, and that is the infringement of the rule.
Yep.
And the referee should actually take a look at that. As we're going to see the replay now of the first round. Both boxers sizing each other up, and no one has thus far found the range. Both tall guys. Macmillan threw the straight left there. Straight left thrown from a distance, and Lesotho countered. Sizing each other up. Jab, and Macmillan threw the wild swings, and then a flurry of punches coming from both boxers as we came to the end of the first round. Well, we're looking at the last bout of the evening after this one between Mafepe Keketso of Lesotho up against Titus Mutewa of Namibia.
But Macmillan, if he can come a bit closer and throw that left,
Yes,
to make
yes.
an impact.
I want to see him going forward this time. Nice jab, 1-2 coming from Macmillan to start this round. There was a nice counter, straight left coming from Lesotho as well. Sizing each other up in the center of the ring. Jab coming from Lesotho. 1-2 coming from Macmillan. He's trying to go to the body, but he's falling short there. He needs to step inside. Wild swing once again. Upper body movement by Namibia. Jab coming from Lesotho. Falling short. They're waiting. Nice volley there.
But he needs to come closer.
He needs to come closer. Because why it would be important for him to come closer? At this stage, those punches are just slapping. There is no power behind them at all. They're just slapping. Touch to keep you away.
Nice hook.
1-2 coming from Lesotho. Finishing off with the right uppercut. Nice jab coming from Macmillan. I so wish that he doesn't bend down.
Yes.
He keeps his head high up. 1-2 coming from Macmillan, and there was a straight left that came from Lesotho as Macmillan was moving inside. Holding there. Both boxers holding, clinching in the center of the ring. The referee separated them. 1-2 coming from Macmillan. He's guilty of bending down as he's punching. I think if you look at him punching like that, he will be a good swimmer. Butterfly style. Right? Butterfly. He mustn't do that. Because if you punch like that, it means that you are not watching your opponent.
Yep.
Nice jab coming from Macmillan. Bouncing nicely outside.
But
Jab.
still he just needs to come close.
Nice jab.
But I'm being disappointed by Falatsi. He's not using his long jab.
Exactly.
It's a
Not
bad
at
thing.
all. Not at all. Those were two nice blows that came from Macmillan. That got the crowd standing on their feet. Both boxers being cautioned there by the referee. Jab coming from Lesotho. 10 seconds of the round left. Nice overarm left there. That is the round 2.
It was
Who
fine.
do you give this round to?
McMillian.
Macmillan. I
Yep.
think he was more active, much more. Lesotho also countering, as you can see there. Lesotho throw a nice straight left. Wild swings coming from Macmillan. Nice jab there coming from Macmillan as Lesotho was moving forward. Clinching there. And we are going into the third and final round. After this one, we will be going to the last bout of the evening. Makepe Keketso from Lesotho up against Tatias Mutewa from Namibia. Yet another Namibian boxer coming up in the last bout. What would you have told both boxers in the corner coming up to the third round?
I will tell Falitsi to use his long jab to open up the guy,
Yeah.
and McMillan to come closer and throw that left hand.
Exactly.
But
Lesotho-
Falatsi is clinching too much. I don't know
he's
why.
clinching too much. He's clinching too much. Both boxers are guilty of, look at the feet. The feet are so wide apart, very wide apart. As a result, your punches will not carry any sting. Macmillan there, holding, well, it's Lesotho holding there. Lesotho holding there, guilty of
Falatsi
holding
is
there.
bleeding, eh?
Yes. Maybe he's got a cut. He's been taken to to the doctor.
So you say if it happens, he comes back and he's still bleeding, that's when the doctor come in.
Yes, that
The
is
second
yes,
time.
Second time,
To see
yes.
if he can continue or not.
Yes, that's right. But if it's not blood that is flowing too much, then the doctor will allow them to continue.
Now, if he cannot continue, do they go to the scorecards or?
No, if they cannot continue, then your opponent wins on an RSCI, which means a referee stopped contest due to an injury. So that's what will happen, irrespective of whether you were ahead on points or not.
Again,
Again,
I think there is the doctor.
yeah, going to the doctor. That is very important as a referee to take the boxer to the doctor, because just in case now you've got a broken nose or so.
Yep.
But the doctor and the referee said you are good to go. Macmillan coming forward. Third time being sent to the doctor.
Stop the fight. They are chanting, stop the fight.
Yes. The doctor says continue, much as the crowd wants the fight to be stopped. Macmillan 1-2. This is round 3 and the final round. Look at those feet. They are wide apart. Nice 1-2 coming from Macmillan. Straight left. It was started with a nice jab and then followed with a straight left. Macmillan is here to say, I want that gold. Nice jab coming from Lesotho. Time again. The referee taking the boxer to the doctor.
But
once
he's
again.
fine, he's fine. The boxer is, the guy from the red corner is still fine.
Well, we don't know because the man that is closer to the action is the referee. So it's good for him to, you don't make a wrong judgment because you've got resources. So the doctor is there and he needs to really consult the doctor. Well, good to go. This is the third and final round.
Yep.
1-2 coming from Macmillan. Wild right hand there. A straight left that came from him. And Lesotho is holding on for dear life. Once again, the doctor is consultant. We'll see what the doctor says in the corner there. Okay, once the doctor is there, right? The doctor, okay, the fight is stopped now. Once the doctor is there, he can only advise the referee of the injury, and the person with the final say is the referee.
Oh.
So now
It's not the doctor.
it's not the doctor, because the doctor will recommend, but it is the referee's decision. So now Macmillan is winning in the third round on an RSCI. So Macmillan is going forward to the finals. As you can see there in the replay, wow, that was a nice left hand that fell directly onto the face of Lesotho as he was moving backwards. Well, there is Macmillan, the local lad.
Macmillan.
Yes, Macmillan. As we await the results from our announcer.
And the winner is blue.
There we go. Namibia vying for gold.
So far, ladies and gentlemen, Namibia has one boxer in the final.
In the finals.
So
yes.
far, mind you, tomorrow there is still the second semi-finals. Leux Macmillan of Namibia is in the final.
Yes. Right. We are now approaching our last bout of the evening. In the red corner, it will be Maape Keketso from Lesotho and Titus Mutewa from Namibia. Well, there is Namibia.
So like the guy, like Falatsi now is out of the, okay, he's not out. He's out.
He's out.
He's out, ne?
Yeah, he's out now.
So he can go eat as much as he wants.
He can eat anything he wants right now to replenish, to hydrate. He has been he has been given a right to eat by Macmillan.
Okay, good for him.
Macmillan said to Palazzi, "You have been starving. Now I'm giving you the right to eat." Yeah, that's boxing for you. That's boxing for you. Now, Maepa Keketso from Lesotho and Titus Mutewa from Namibia. Well, to our viewers out there, this is our last bout. I hope you have enjoyed the action coming from Grace Block in Katitura, from the After School Center, brought to you by Region 5 Youth Games. Hashtag own the moment.
Yep.
Hashtag I am Region 5 and hashtag more than the game. So now this is our last bout. Well, we have a date tomorrow. Once again, 5 o'clock, we'll be here. We will start right on time, giving you or bringing to you once again more action from Grace Block in Katitura. Right, last bout in the red corner, Maape Keketso and Titus Mutewa. Well, our first bout of the afternoon was between Zama Ishmael from Malawi up against Mokolodi Samuel from Botswana, and Samuel there took a 3-2 points decision. And the second bout was between Pambani Sean of Zimbabwe up against Moso Rehile of Lesotho, and Lesotho winning on a 3-2 points decision. And the third bout was between Zimbabwe, Dexter up against Moyo Crane from Zimbabwe. It was Zambia rather in the red corner, and it was Zimbabwe. And Dexter there going off on towards the finals on a 4-1 decision. Then the next bout was between Moyo Mekelik from Zimbabwe up against Meko Ayabonga, and Ayabonga was just too strong for Moyo, and he won on an RSC in the second round, going to the finals. And the next bout after that, it was between Sneyman Vokolo of Lesotho up against Kapula Lawrence of Zambia, and Lesotho winning on a 4-1. And then the following bout was between Felemo Tetena of Angola up against Mutas Ferras, and there Mutas won on a 3-2. Then the bout that you have just watched, it was between Palazzi from Lesotho up against the one and only Macmillan from Namibia, and Macmillan winning there on the last round on an RSCI.
Yes, like you heard from the big man here, this is the last bout for the night. But mind you, our listeners, we still have some exciting bouts tomorrow afternoon at 1700 hours, the second and last semi-finals.
Yes,
And then
indeed.
Saturday, 2 o'clock in the afternoon is the finals.
Yes.
Yes,
Starting at 2 o'clock.
starting at 2 o'clock.
Yes.
This is the last
And
bout.
and it's interesting that on Saturday we will have the finals, and we will also be awarding medals to the winners.
Okay.
Lesotho against Namibia, last bout of the evening. Keketo in the red corner, and Titus Mutewa from Namibia in the blue corner. Both of them have just, they were by, and they're fighting for the first time in the semi-finals. Wild swing there coming from Lesotho. Wow, nice uppercut there coming from Namibia. Nice uppercut once again. That right uppercut is making a mark. Open glove, caution for Lesotho. Sneaky right hand there. Lesotho being cautioned again for using an open glove. 1-2 coming from Lesotho.
This Namibian guy is a technician. Eh?
Yes, nice jab. I like his jab there. I actually like his right uppercut
Yes.
to the midsection. Invest in the body and reap the fruits later on. That is exactly what he's saying. Invest in the body, reap the fruits later on. Nice right uppercut once again. I like his level change. I like his level change. Invest in the body right now, beginning of the round. Nice 1-2 coming from Lesotho. Nice right uppercut again. Lesotho tried to go to the body. Nice uppercut once again. Wow, wild swing there coming from Lesotho. Nice head movement by Namibia. Nice jab. Nice jab coming from Namibia.
The Namibian so far, ladies and gentlemen, he's a technician, like I said before. That right uppercut of his is doing the most, but he should just put his hands up. But the right uppercut, seriously, guys, is doing the most, but it should be followed up by more punches.
Yes,
Yep.
it should be followed by more punches. Straight jab.
Yep.
6 and then 3. He must just, what I need after that jab, after that right uppercut is the left hook.
Yep.
Yes, as he tried there. Jab. I like Namibia. Mutewa from Namibia. Nice jab there. Nice jab there again. Nice upper body movement as he's pinned there on the ropes by Lesotho. Keketo. Nice jab there coming from Keketo. Nice uppercut. Nice uppercut. Nice level change by Namibia.
Mutewa is a technician, like I said,
Yes.
but I need him to throw more punches.
Yes.
He shouldn't just relax.
1-2.
After hitting that right uppercut, he should make a follow-up.
Exactly.
You see, like that.
Yes, like that.
You see?
Yes. Nice uppercut. He missed that with that uppercut. Right. Overarm right. He's pinning him. Nice body blows.
Wow.
Coming from Mutewa. As we end round number
That was
1.
lovely. That was lovely.
Yes. I like his investment. I like his investment. I like his investment. As you can see there in the replay, beginning of the first round. Mutewa charging forward. Wild swing there by Lesotho. Overarm right. Moving backwards. Nice upper body movement by Mutewa. Yes, that was a great round number 1 for
Very
him.
interesting round.
Yes. So once again, if he invests his punches into the midsection, maybe in the later round, maybe round number 2-3, you might see Lesotho fading a little bit because of those punches. They're cleaning there. Sometimes the coaches are guilty of using too much water in the corner. They are guilty of using too much
Apparently,
water.
sometimes it's a technique for your boxer to rest.
Of course. Of course. As we start round number 2, caution on both boxers for using open glove. Nice jab there. Nice jab there coming from Lesotho. 1-2 coming from Namibia. Right uppercut coming from Namibia. Lesotho is also now trying to focus on the midsection. He threw a nice jab there. Overarm right coming from Lesotho. Jab coming from Lesotho. Jab coming from Namibia there. Mutawa. Nice uppercut. And they followed on with a left hook.
But Mr. Andile, people want to know, who came up with the concept of blue corner, red corner?
Well, the concept of red corner and blue corner, the main reason for that, it was a question of the judges for them to be able to award points. Okay. So you are able to differentiate between the two boxers. And as you can see, the red short and the blue short, the trunk line is white.
Yes.
So that actually says the referee can see when the blow is below the belt.
Okay.
So that's why you have that white trunk there. So the colors are actually used more to differentiate between who is who in the ring.
Okay.
Yes. Nice uppercut once again there by Namibia. Box, says the referee. Overarm right there, that didn't land. Nice right hand there, that came counter by Namibia. Mutewa is still moving forward. Nice jab again from him. 1-2 coming from Mutewa. Nice right uppercut, followed on by a straight right that landed flush on the chin of Lesotho, forcing the referee to give him a standing 8 count. Those are 2 good blows.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we might have 2 Namibians in tonight's first semi-finals walking out with their tickets to the final.
Exactly.
If things remain the same.
Exactly. And Mutewa here is saying, I'm going for gold. Nice uppercut. Right hand on top. I like that. I like those body punches coming from that. That right uppercut has been landing there. It has been finding its target. Right uppercut once again. And Lesotho is counter punching as well. Right uppercut once again. 1-2 coming from, and the referee is giving him a standing 8 count. The coaches when the bell has gone and the referee is busy counting, they should not be going into the ring because the referee is still giving the boxer a standing 8 count. Yes, the bell went, but the bell went before the referee gave an instruction of saying stop, and then I'm giving you a standing 8 count. So the coaches there were guilty of infringing the rule. So there he was given the standing 8 count. Those are 2 nice blows.
Very
very
spectacular.
We're going now into the 3rd and final round. Well, this is our last bout of the evening. I hope you have enjoyed live action coming from Katitura after school care in Grace Block.
Grace Block.
Yes.
Yep.
Grace Block. Round number 3. Still wiping the corner there. As we were saying, sometimes the coaches are guilty of using too much water. Even if you are fit, even if you are unfit, water is not going to help you that much.
Just maybe to quench your thirst.
Exactly. Wow, wild punches there. They exchange a flurry of blows. I think Lesotho does realize that maybe he's behind on points. 1-2 coming from Namibia. Wow, swing there. That missed from Namibia. Now he's looking at the corner. Is he running out of ideas?
Not
Nice
really.
jab.
Maybe he's just trying to survive.
Yeah, momentarily he looked at the corner to say, I'm running out of ideas. What should I do? Because Namibia, Mutewa, is actually acting like wasps. He is following him. Look at that change. Look at that series of blows there. Nice combination coming from Mutewa. Pressing on hard, putting more power behind those punches. 1-2 coming from him. Once again, he finished off with his left hook. Nice uppercut. Wow. 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 That was a straight right that landed there. Forcing the referee to give him a standing 8 count.
That was spectacular.
That was a good exchange
from the man in blue.
I like the fact that even in the 3rd and final round, Namibia, Titus Mutewa, is able to throw more blows and with more power. They carry so much sting. 1-2 coming again from Namibia. Overarm right. That came from Mutewa. Caution there. You can see Lesotho has run out of ideas.
Yep.
He's looking at the corner from time to time.
For now, it's just survival of the fittest.
Exactly. And Mutewa is saying, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I am going to give you. I have trained so well. Nice uppercut there again. Forcing the
That
referee
uppercut is hot.
That uppercut. We said so. He needs to invest in that uppercut because it's going to look at him.
He's ready to.
He's ready. Oh, the fight has been stopped. RSC 3rd round.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Titus Mutewa won. And it's our 2nd Namibian male youth boxer that got his ticket to go fight in the final.
Yes, as you can see there in the replay. I think, as we were saying, Keketso ran out of ideas because there was much more power put behind those punches by Mutewa. So Mutewa, Macmillion are going through to the finals.
Yep.
He put up a brilliant fight. He put up a brilliant fight. As we await for the results. The referee there stopping the bout in the 3rd round as Keketso couldn't take it anymore. There we go. Titus Mutewa going to the finals. Well, that is all we have for you for the evening.
Yep.
I hope you enjoyed everything. We are signing off now from from
Grace Block.
Grace Block. Saying goodbye to
Goodbye.
you. We will see we have a date again tomorrow.
Yep.
At 5 o'clock.
1700
We will be
hours.
here. From myself, Andy Lemofu, and Samuel along my side here, my co-pilot. Good evening and have a great night. Thank you.